Let's talk about Libya, a country that only makes headlines when something goes wrong, or your geography teacher wants to stump you. We're not here for the usual news stories. We're here to uncover the facts and taboos no one dares to mention. Think of this as your VIP pass to the side of Libya that never makes the travel brochures. This isn't your typical travel documentary. We're diving deep into the culture, history, and unspoken rules that make Libya so fascinating and complicated. So buckle up. Forget what you think you know. We're about to uncover the shocking, surprising, and forbidden truths of Libya. Ready? Let's do this. When you picture Libya, you might think of endless deserts and camels, but the real king here is oil. Libya has Africa's largest proven oil reserves. Oil shapes Libya's economy and its place in the world. Forget camels. Think barrels, pipelines, and power. Oil is the main character in Libya's story. Libya is over 90% Sahara Desert. That's not a typo. 9 out of 10 things you see here are sand. If you love sand in your shoes, hair, and lunch, welcome home. For everyone else, pack a broom and a vacuum. The Sahara isn't just a backdrop, it's the main event, shaping where people live and how they survive. Cities cling to the Mediterranean coast, desperate to avoid being swallowed by the desert. Water is precious, shade is luxury, and air conditioning is sacred. Libya isn't just in the Sahara, it is the Sahara. Thinking of swapping Cancun for Tripoli? Bad news, alcohol is strictly forbidden here. No mojitos at sunset, no pub crawls, this is a dry country. The law is serious. Get caught and you're facing more than a fine. Social life here? Cafes, family, and endless sweet mint tea. Libya offers culture, history, and sobriety. Maybe that's a win. The Roman Empire's best-kept secret? Leptis Magna, right on Libya's coast. This ancient city is so well preserved it feels like Rome opened a franchise and forgot to close it. Thanks to centuries buried under Sahara sand, Leptis Magna is an archaeological jackpot. Walk the same streets as Romans did 2,000 years ago. It's not just ruins, it's a whole city. The desert protected it, while other Roman cities crumbled. Visiting here messes with your mental map. You're in Africa, but it feels like ancient Rome. History isn't neat, cultures blend, empires expand, and treasures hide in unexpected places. Rome in Africa? Absolutely. Quick, name a river in Libya. You can't because there aren't any. Libya is almost 3 times the size of Texas but has 0 permanent rivers. Water comes from underground aquifers or seasonal wadis, dry riverbeds that only flow after rare rains. That's why everyone lives along the coast, where water is more accessible. Gaddafi even built the Great Man-Made River, a massive network pumping water from the desert to the cities. No rivers means a daily struggle for water, shaping everything from agriculture to city life. Geography here isn't just scenery, it's survival. So leave the fishing rod at home. The only thing you'll catch in a Libyan river is dust. Water is life, and here, it's always in short supply. Imagine a reality show that ran for 42 years with the same star, Muammar Gaddafi. He ruled Libya from 1969 to 2011, longer than most TV shows or marriages. Gaddafi was everywhere, on billboards, on the radio, in every aspect of life. His rule mixed oppression, eccentricity, and revolutionary rhetoric. For generations he was Libya, no one could imagine life without him. When his regime ended, it left a massive power vacuum. Suddenly no one knew what the plot was anymore. The chaos that followed is a direct result of one man holding power for so long. It's a cautionary tale. When one story dominates, the ending is always messy. Libya's reality show? Unscripted, unpredictable, unforgettable. For decades, Libya had one book that mattered: Gaddafi's. It wasn't just required reading, it was the state ideology, painted on buildings and taught in schools. The book promised a third universal theory to solve all problems, but in reality, it centralized power in Gaddafi's hands. Imagine if your country ran on a book written by one guy. After the revolution, the went from mandatory to forbidden overnight. Copies were burned, and it became a symbol of propaganda and control. It's a powerful example of how a single book can shape and then haunt a nation. In Libya, the book club wasn't optional. The legacy? Complicated, controversial, and unforgettable. Sometimes the most dangerous ideas come in small packages. In Libya, women's rights aren't just a sensitive topic, they're a taboo. Gaddafi's regime promoted a version of feminism, but it was mostly for show. Underneath, society remained deeply conservative and patriarchal. Today, some women speak out, but it's risky. Threats and violence are real. Discussing women's rights openly can be seen as an attack on tradition and religion. For many, it's a silent struggle. Rights aren't universal. They're shaped by culture, history, and risk. In Libya, the fight for equality is dangerous and ongoing. Meet the Tuareg, the original blue people of the Sahara. Their indigo-dyed robes stain their skin blue, a centuries-old tradition and practical desert gear. The Tuareg are masters of the desert, navigating ancient trade routes and surviving in one of the world's harshest environments. They have their own language, script, and culture, crossing borders from Libya to Mali. Their blue-stained skin is a symbol of identity and resilience. In a country of rigid lines, the Tuareg are nomads, living history in motion. They're the real desert navigators, not just a tourist attraction. The Tuareg living proof that culture can thrive even in the harshest sands. Libya's flag under Gaddafi, just green. No symbols, no stripes, just a solid rectangle of green. It was the only national flag in the world with a single color. The green symbolized Islam and Gaddafi's Green Revolution. For 34 years, it was a minimalist statement and a symbol of one-man rule. Drawing the flag in school? Easiest art project ever. After the 2011 revolution, the old flag with stripes and a crescent returned. Changing the flag was a powerful rejection of the past and a step toward a new identity. Libya's flag story, from a single color to a banner of change. Sometimes a flag says everything about a country's history. In Libya, it's a story told in green, and then in color. Bad news for bacon fans. Pork is strictly forbidden in Libya. It's not a trend, it's Islamic law, taken very seriously. You won't find pork in shops or on menus. Lamb, chicken, beef, and camel are the staples. For outsiders, it's a stark culinary difference. If you're visiting, embrace the local flavors, and leave your love of bacon at the border. It's a small sacrifice for a big cultural experience. For some though, it's the hardest part of the trip. Libya isn't just politically heated, it's literally scorching. Azizia once held the world record for hottest temperature 58 degrees Celsius, 136 degrees Fahrenheit. Even if that record's disputed, Libya is still one of the hottest places on Earth. Summer temps regularly soar above 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Life happens early or late. Midday is for hiding indoors. Air conditioning isn't a luxury, it's survival. The heat shapes daily life and tempers. In Libya, everything is hot: politics, weather, and tempers. Lovebirds, beware. Public displays of affection are a major taboo in Libya. Holding hands or kissing in public can draw serious disapproval. Modesty and decorum are highly valued. Romance is private, not public. Even married couples avoid affection in public. Men holding hands? That's friendship. Men and women? Not so much. If you're visiting, save the romance for behind closed doors. In Libya, respect the rules. Keep your hands and lips to yourself. Libya's Mediterranean coastline stretches over 1,100 miles, longer than California's. The beaches, pristine, empty, and stunning. Political instability and lack of tourism mean these are some of the most untouched beaches in the Mediterranean. It's a paradise hidden in plain sight, enjoyed mostly by locals. The isolation preserves their beauty, but it's a missed economic opportunity. Imagine world-class beaches with no crowds, no resorts, just natural beauty. For now they're a secret waiting for the world to discover. Libya's coast, a hidden gem just out of reach. Want to Google Libya while you're there? Think twice. Internet censorship is real. Searching the wrong topics can get you in trouble. The government and various factions monitor online activity closely. Social media is watched, and posting the wrong thing can have serious consequences. People self-censor, knowing they're being watched. The internet, meant for freedom, becomes a tool for control. In Libya, curiosity can be risky, so download your research before you go. Online freedom isn't guaranteed, it's a privilege. And that's Libya. Oil fields, Sahara sands, taboos, and hidden wonders. You now know more about Libya than most people ever will. From green flags to secret Roman cities, it's a land of contrasts and surprises. If this journey blew your mind, hit like and subscribe for more. Which fact shocked you most? Drop a comment below. For the adventurous, maybe it's time to plan a trip, if you can handle the heat and the rules. Thanks for joining this wild ride through Libya's forbidden truths. Stay curious and see you on the next adventure.